These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hi there, I'm Jamie Warren with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. To the state capitol, where we finally have a state budget. The $17.6 billion budget includes pay raises for DPS troopers and state firefighters, road projects on the 347 and I-10, college scholarships for working class students, and full funding for ESA school vouchers. Republicans are calling this a true bipartisan budget.
We did ask the Democrats for their budget. We did ask for their input. And in addition, they were able to channel requests through the governor's office.
Governor Katie Hobbs signed that budget deal on Friday. The legislature has now adjourned and lawmakers will be returning in January. If you're trying to sell your home right now, you're probably waiting a while for some offers. Home sales in markets across the country remain frozen, but at least in desert cities, prices are not yet coming down. Our Garrett Archer investigates how Phoenix stacks up to some similar cities.
It's hard to overstate just how much home sales slowed in the past few years. Markets are freezing up everywhere. So you may get on a hot streak at the tables in Las Vegas, but you won't find one in the real estate market. Sales are down a huge 57% from their peak. Miami has always been a major market for speculators, but now home sales are down 54%. Two of the nation's largest cities with markets as cold as their winters, New York and Chicago, both down 51%. And finally, Dallas, Texas, home sales there are off by 51%. So Phoenix is not in the top of the charts, but that does not mean our market isn't frozen as well. Of the four major southwestern market, sales here are down 45%. That's a little better than Los Angeles and Riverside, and of course Vegas, which we already mentioned. Most of the collapse in home sales happened in a waterfall of 18 months from early 2022 to the summer of 23. So desert markets, along with everywhere else, have been on ice for 2 long years. A halt in home sales, though, also means a buildup in inventories. This is where Phoenix leads the other desert markets. Active listings here are up 419% from their lowest point in 2021. So 5 times the number of homes are on the market. And still, we are not in the top 5 either. Massive inventory pileups are happening in Sarasota, Austin, Cape Coral, Florida, and Denver, where inventories are up from 758 to 881% above their lowest point. A glut of supplies and slow sales has not yet dampened home values. They remain up about 6% higher here compared to 2022. In fact, a little weaker than the other desert markets. With Look Inside the Numbers, I'm Garrett Archer, ABC 15, Arizona.
We are tracking some big news out of North Phoenix this morning. A new freeway interchange connecting the 303 to the 17 is set to break ground this winter, getting rid of that frustrating stoplight that's there and also improving the traffic flow. ADOT says that the TSMC manufacturing presence in the area, which this project will then aim to help better the traffic flow there, also make it safer for those who also are moving into that area. Construction, however, will take about 2 years to be completed. Well, smart shoppers, we found a pretty sweet deal for you if you're waking up with us from the West Valley. Nothing But Cakes is set to open a Buckeye location today, and that means starting on Monday, deals are going to run all week long for veterans and also first responders. Plus, the first 100 customers who show up a week from today, at least 18 years of age, are going to get a free Buntlet for a year punch card. That means one little cake monthly for the year. We are going to be seeing above average temperatures today here in Phoenix. 110 is your expected high today. That's not going to feel very good. We are not at that record of 118 set 35 years ago, but besides that, it's going to be just brutal regardless. We also have an air quality alert that's in effect today and tomorrow. A watch will be on Monday. Ozone high pollution advisory. So anytime we have that in effect, just please make sure if you're a part of a vulnerable population that you are being cognizant and spending most of your time indoors. Here's that 7-day forecast for you. We're going to spike up to 114 tomorrow. 116 is our expected high on Monday. We're going to dip down slightly come Tuesday and Wednesday, where we do have storm chances in the forecast starting Wednesday of next week. For the very latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head on over to ABC15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.